Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome to another balloon video. Today we're going to be twisting something very simple, and I won't take too long to twist it. But I want to invite you right now to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so before. It's a little button down below. You can click on that, click on the little bell, get notifications. That way, when I make something new, you'll be the first to know. Yes, so let's get to what I'm twisting today, and I think you'll be able to use it just like that right away. Not too hard to do. So let's take a look at it. It's one of those designs that, you know, every once in a while you'll get one that stands on its own, which is pretty sweet. So check it out. No, it's not a cactus. it's a little caterpillar, and it's on like a little flower, which is pretty neat. See, look, I'm even holding it in my hand like that. Ta-da! Kind of levels out there. That's pretty sweet. So let's go over the balloons that we're going to use to make it. It's pretty easy to do. And like I said, I did mine as a bracelet, but you can do yours as a headband, yeah. Or if you want to leave the green or come in with another green, you could put it like on a flower. It's really up to you on how you want to do that. But again, let's go over the balloons we're going to use. We have our 350. We have a 260 red, and you can see they're not inflated all the way. This one's only like halfway, and this one actually, now I think about it, they're both like only like halfway, which is easy. And then the goldenrod here, I've only done about, look at that, I think that's about three or four fingers there. We're gonna split that, and we're gonna use that to do our antenna. So if you did the butterfly before, now we got our little caterpillar. And then I have a marker here, can be any Sharpie that you like. And you can see the artwork is pretty easy. There it is. Yes? Okay, good. And last but not least, I want to show you what I was going to use to attach it as a bracelet. I normally like to use my balloons and tie them, but that adds time for me, and I can just get a bunch of rubber bands like this, and they work out just fine. They're pretty good size when you put them on your wrist, and they're not too tight. You know, one thing, when you're putting on wristbands, sometimes they'll be too tight, or you might make them, you know, too small. And so this ends up being like a pretty good size when you put them on. And so if you're looking to buy these in your office supply store, they're number 64. If you look on the package, you see like a little number there. The skinnier ones like in the 20s and the teens, but this is a 64, just so you know, okay? So it's a pretty good size. All right, let's go ahead and get started with twisting. What do you say? Yes? Let's do it. All right, so the way I do my twisting is I'll bring the sound down to minimize the squeaking and maximize the teaching. Here we go. So the first balloon we're gonna start with is the red 260. We're gonna go ahead and make our flower base. So it's just gonna be a bunch of petals or loops, about 3 fingers, and I'm gonna do 6 of them, just so you know, okay? And so you're gonna see me just repeat that over and over. There's number 3, and here comes number 4, and you're not gonna guess it, but that's right, number 5. Okay, anyway, yeah, we also have one more, and then that's it. And then we're gonna be done with that. I'm sure you're probably just fine if you do 5. It's really up to you, but I would at least do 5. But I just like the way 6 ends up looking. It looks pretty good. Okay, and once that's done, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the end of that. I have a cutter down here on my pants pocket that I usually use, but you can just break it off too. It just depends on what you want to do. Okay, so once that's done, okay, you see right now what I'm doing is I'm actually trying to push those bubbles down inside there, evenly space them. Okay, and it just helps overall for the aesthetic. Okay, there we are. All right, so the next thing we're gonna go ahead and do now that that's done, let me make sure that tail is out of the way. Good. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and split this. Now, if you watch, look, I'm gonna give it a quick stretch here. If you watch the butterfly video, I didn't explain this very well, so I'm gonna explain it again. I've explained it probably in a couple of the videos, but look, I'm holding on to that bubble there. So the next thing you're gonna wanna do is stretch the balloon and give it a squish. If the bubble doesn't end up there at your fingertips and it ends up before, that means you need to pull the balloon a little more. Okay, so now all I'm gonna do is just pinch the middle there to find, you know, about where my center is, and just try to hold on to that center as you pull these pieces apart here. You see I'm using my fingers there all around there trying to hold them and keeping that center pinched until you find, you know, about where it is, and you can pull it tight. There you go. All right, so now I'm gonna marriage twist it to the 350, and that's simple. I'm just gonna hold it against the nozzle to nozzle. There we are, or nozzle to knot, and push it down inside there until I can feel that knot. Now I can twist it and then push it back up inside there. Now, you see right now I'm just pointing at my arm there. I'm actually squishing on that, so it pushes air back up into the 350 for our head, so it doesn't get all shrunken down, okay? So now we're gonna twist a segment for the body. There we go. About 2 to 3 fingers, and then we're gonna twist a pinch twist. There we are. So we can create one of those little kinks in the body. I forget what they're called again. I'm not an insect guy. Okay, then we got another segment for the body. There we go, about 2 to 3 fingers. And then we have another pinch twist coming up. All right, so that's pretty much it. We're just gonna do one more segment for the body, and that's gonna twist right into our flower base that we had made. Okay, and one reason that I also chose red too is it could be apple-esque, but you know, everybody's gonna say flower. I really don't think anybody's gonna call this an apple for a second. It just worked out, and the contrast was really nice. So there you are. And here's what I was talking about. So you could leave the bottom there, and it'd be like a wand, kinda. But it'd probably be better if you go with the 350. So I'm gonna go ahead and break that off. Don't need all that. Just go ahead and twist it in there. And if you have too much and you don't like it, you can definitely cut it off. But otherwise, we're good to go. The last thing I'm probably gonna do is put a rubber band on it. There we go. Oops, I almost dropped that. Okay, so you just snap it on. See, no tying, no nothing. You just put it over there and you're good to go. All right, thanks for watching. Stick around for the artwork. Alright, so we made it to the end of the twisting. So you can see, not very hard to do, but let's go over the artwork now. And just so I could keep it, you know, still like tracking like far as speed goes, I made it just a smiling little caterpillar. So we're going to go ahead and come up here with the artwork. And so it's smiling, and we have the little edges of the eyes there, almost like little eyelashes, kind of, you know. Okay. And we'll have the little eyebrows. Not as big as my eyebrows, but it tried. All right, and then big cute smile, and you know, you can make any additions if you want. If you have red, you could do little rosy cheeks. So anyway, there it is right there. It's all done-o. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed yourself. Like I said, I was trying not to talk so much, but you know, these things, you just get carried away, and you love it and you have fun. Why not? So last but not least, actually, if you like it, give it a thumbs up. I appreciate it. Comment down below. And if you want to support the channel, that's right, patreon.com/JLoMagic. I'll put it in the description below. But otherwise, hey, thanks very much for watching. I always appreciate it. So until next time, happy twisting, my friends. Bye.